Haven't been live in ages. And I was live last week. I have no storage, which sucks. Wait, how do I mute myself again? The setup is taking forever. Oh, here it is. Anonymity. Long time no see, Anonymity. How you doing? Remove background noise. Yeah, probably remove the it's with the because the air conditioner is on right now. My phone not having storage sucks. Hello, it's been a while. I haven't been live since last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago. I can't even remember. This is so different now. The update. I don't even know how to share the live. Oh, I can't see the DM, Star. How you doing, Star? I haven't seen you in ages. I can't see the DM, obviously. I haven't been live since I was live like last week or 2 weeks ago, I think. True Black, hi, hello, True Black. Submit to the True Church. I kind of already do. This prompt was made by Chicken. I requested her to do this. I think she did a solid job. Give your opinions. What do you think about the prompt? Believe all women are innocent until proven guilty. I asked for this prompt because I was in a live where they were kind of talking about this a little bit. So, if you have opinions, come up and express them. I can't believe Star is in my live. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen that since like last year. Star, come up. Come up to the panel, Star. Um, well, I'm inquiring, so you never know. I can't see the message, Star. By Protestant, do you mean protesting Protestants? Is that what you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Who am I protesting? On Discord? Oh, Discord. Oh. Oh, I thought it was on TikTok. Let me see. The Catholics? Oh. I have to look into that. Join. Well, you can't go on a panel. Well, it's okay. It's okay, Star Wars. Star. It's until next time then. Well, True Black. Um, I could be convinced that Protestantism is true. So you never know. I could be. No worries, but I can't believe you're in here. But still, if anybody has opinions on a prompt, come up. I haven't had people on panel in quite some time. Basically, it's exactly the prompt is exactly what you think. It's exactly what you think. If you want to give your opinions, come up. I did this because I was in a live like a week or two ago, and I had to. I was thinking about some stuff that they said. You don't understand the prompt? Well, the prompt is this dichotomy that we have. It seems that we have. Um, so, I mean, I can answer it if you come up. It seems like we have this dichotomy in the legal system, or the court of opinion, like the public opinion. And so apparently people the innocent until proven guilty is almost thrown out of the case when it refers to the believe all women. We know that was what that's referring to and stuff like that. Maybe you could ask what it means if you don't understand it. So if you're here to give your opinion about this prompt, come up or ask a question. I think that yeah, we should take victims, we should take what they say seriously. But I also still proven innocent until proven guilty. I still believe in that. I think that principle is much better to subscribe to instead of the other one, guilty until proven innocent. I think there's a lot of kangaroo courts that we see. The radical Mexican is here, and a really bad echo too. Radical Mexican, what's your age? What do you think about the prompt?
I'm 24 years old.
Wait, is that Stitch?
Knew it was me.
Oh, hello. How you doing?
Yes, I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm tired, but I'm here.
I haven't seen you live. This has been a while since I've seen you live.
I was live like a week ago, like 2 weeks ago. I was doing a review of a debate, of a Jubilee video. I'm gonna do another review of a Jubilee video sometime once my phone actually gets storage. I have no storage, but I did this prompt because a few weeks ago I was in a live and they were kind of talking about this. So yeah, what do you think? James Marshall. Oh, I've seen James Marshall before. I've seen you before.
See my videos? Why aren't you liking my videos? That's the real question.
I didn't see him. I didn't see him, man. It must be the team.
Because they got 20,000 views. I know you saw them.
20,000. Was that recent?
What's up, man? How are you?
Hello.
Hey, good to be here. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm quite well. You guys doing an abortion debate?
Not in this live right now, but yeah, this prompt is I did this because I thought about something that I heard in the live, so that's why I had this prompt.
So is it like it's believe all women or innocent until proven guilty? Is this like about like sexual assault?
Yeah, it's in that category.
Oh, okay. What's your view on it?
I think we should believe victims, but I do believe in a principle that's stated down there. I think this principle, beyond reasonable doubts, that someone is guilty of the crime they're being accused. I think that's the best system that would work. It's better than the alternative of, guilty until proven innocent.
I think it's kind of crazy, but I think with the idea that innocent till proven guilty, I mean, you don't even have to be convicted of a crime. The punishment or the process is usually the punishment. It's the allegation alone that drags you through the mud. Do you think that if someone is accused of it, let's say a high profile person, because let's say Conor McGregor, like there was allegations against him, right? Now I'm not sure what happened if he went to court and he was proven innocent or guilty. I wasn't paying attention to it, right? But let's say he's innocent, right? The fact that he went to court over all this is enough to drag his name through the mud, right? He'll probably never get deals that he probably would if it never happened. So do you think that we should keep the accused name private until a verdict is made, or like a guilty verdict at least?
That would give me more reason to do it if it's just like a non-famous person. Now that case that you're talking about, I don't know the ins and outs of the Conor McGregor case, but that they were talking about that in the live that I was watching. They were talking about that case. Even though his persona, his reputation is stained, I think an ordinary person, I do agree that should be the case for like an ordinary person.
Well, even like Conor McGregor, I think like just that process is enough to damage
Yes.
his name. And if like he is found innocent and all that, it doesn't really matter. There are going to be brands that want to distance themselves just from that, just for association. But if his name was kept private until, let's say, a guilty verdict came out, then anything that he would have lost just from being involved in that is no longer lost because his name was kept private.
I agree. I'm not sure if this is true, but I think in some cases victims are also kept private as well. I mean, the accusers. So
Yeah.
I think the same should be true for the accused.
As long as they're found innocent, right? It like during trial and all that. Like if we hold to view innocent till proven guilty, as long as you're innocent and maintain that innocence until you are found guilty, I feel like you should be able to remain private.
Yeah, I agree. I actually absolutely do agree with that. I actually never thought about that until now, so that's an interesting take. I would agree absolutely with that.
Yeah.
I think the court of the public, the public opinion, that's the real challenge. Like you said, it doesn't really matter if you're innocent or not.
Yeah.
Your reputation.
The process is the punishment. Yeah.
Yes.
I think
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you look at like the Andrew Tate stuff. I don't have an opinion on him, right? I don't know if he's guilty or not. I mean, I haven't seen anything. But I mean, just his whole process alone. I mean, everyone says this guy's a trafficker and all that, which I don't know if there's actually been any charges laid up, or I mean, there are charges, but I don't know if there's any, sort of sentencing or anything, because I don't think there is a verdict on anything that came out with him. I think they all had, were withdrawn or something. I'm not sure what happened, but just the fact alone that all these accusations are brought up, I mean, everyone kind of says he's a sex trafficker, and maybe he is, maybe he isn't, but just that alone, I mean, we haven't got a verdict, so I don't know how we can make these conclusions. But if his name was kept private, then those conclusions couldn't be made by the public yet.
I think in that case, Andrew Tate, there's two things that I would say people would are more likely to believe that he did it. Because one, how he made his money, he was involved
Yeah.
with like that adult industry kind of stuff, like basically
Yeah,
an online
1000%.
pimp. Yeah. And two,
Now-
he kind of is a very, very polarized person. So like basically if you're already unliked, that just gives more ammunition for people to, accuse you, believe these things. So
Like
that's what I was-
the Trump case as well. Like, people
Yes.
say, oh, he's a rapist. He was on Epstein Island or whatever. And it's like, I don't see, like, there's no evidence in any of the files that he like ever touched a child sexually or anything. There's no evidence to say he's raped anyone. Any charges that were confirmed or whatever, like any verdict, it was all in civil court and all that, which, I mean, I can sue you civilly for anything. I could sue you for the shirt you're wearing, but that doesn't mean you're necessarily guilty of a crime, because the burden of proof in civil court's a lot lower and there's no real
Yes.
punishment except money and all that. So, I mean, just that, title, like, convicted felon, 34 counts. I mean, that alone is enough to ruin someone's career. I mean, Trump, he has a big career, and a title like that won't necessarily affect him. But, the fact is that, I mean, his reputation is now stained from this, just from association.
Yeah. Absolutely. Before his first election campaign, he was very, that celebrity, very liked, but now everybody, not everybody, of course, but a lot of people really hate him. And that would
I
happen.
wouldn't say I hate him. I would say I disagree with a bunch of his policies.
Yes.
I think, and this might be a controversial take, but I think in 2024, he ran the best campaign in American history. I mean, that was everything he did there. The whole, from 2020, he claimed it was stolen from him, and he's making this comeback, and he's fighting an institution. He's fighting a machine, basically. Like, it was truly a great story. Now, whether he's a good president or not, that's a different story. But I mean, I think with all the convictions and all that, I mean, I think that alone also was polarizing as well. Some people saw it as, political persecution. Other people saw it as, this guy's guilty as sin, which, I mean, I don't necessarily think that's necessarily good in an election cycle. And I think keeping these things private until a verdict comes out would probably be for the best.
Yeah, that's an interesting take. Absolutely. I'm gonna let the radical Mexican.
Of course. I mean, I didn't plan to stay here for a long time. I was just in another debate room, and I was just taking a little break there, and I just popped in here because I saw you were live. Want to support, other people in my little niche here. I see your videos too.
I've seen you a lot, but I've never seen you on my panel. I mean, to be fair, I haven't been live as often anymore.
Yeah.
But I have seen you around very often. You got some good work there.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I try hard.
I'm gonna get. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, let the radical Mexican there. Oh, is that Mermaid there? Yeah, let her up.
I don't know the form. I haven't been live. Oh my gosh, I gotta change the format. I'm gonna let the radical Mexican, say stuff and what he responds, what you said. And then Agent, because I haven't seen Agent in a long time either. I want Agent to give their opinion. So,
yeah, of course.
Can I hear you very muffled? Not really. No.
Here, I'll step down. But you have a nice day.
You too.
All of you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, radical Mexican. I want to give him the floor to speak, so I think he has a lot to say about this. It's not working. Come back up, Mermaid. Come back up.
Can you hear me?
Yes. So, opinions on the prompt and what you heard. Mermaid, come up.
Hello.
I completely agree. I don't think that we should believe our women. I'm sorry, not even our men. I think that we should hide the names of the men because it seems like every single time there's a new accusation, especially in Hollywood, it turns out to be false a lot of times. It happened with Tyler Perry. It happened with some other actor. Later it came out that the other actor was lying. So it just seems to be the case that, in order to reduce harm, it would just be reasonable to hide the names of these men, as well as men who aren't necessarily famous. We know on this app there's been a lot of false accusations, and it turns out that a lot of these women are running around and just making up shit because they just don't like people. So, yeah, I mean, I just don't see it reasonable not to.
That's an interesting take. What you think about what the guy said, even though he's not here anymore? Did you agree?
I agreed with most of what he said. I also think that we need to change the laws to punish women for falsifying allegations as well. I think we need stronger laws.
All right, that's a good opinion. I like that. Agent, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm gonna let you speak. What you think about the prompt and what you just heard?
Well, how you doing, buddy? It's been a hot minute. I also haven't been on TikTok in a while. Hope you've been doing good.
I'm doing good, yeah.
Still doing the Lord's work, I say. I love it. I believe in innocent until proven guilty. The criminal justice system was set up the way that it was for a very specific reason. And I believe that women or men who are found to be false accusers should be punished to the full extent of the law, and maybe even taken to the step where they receive damn near the same punishment that the person they accuse would have. Um,
Okay.
you know, I feel like repercussions need to be pretty strict against people, especially because you completely run the risk of like having your life messed up just because you pissed off the wrong person. Unfortunately, women have taken that knowledge and run a whole fucking marathon with it. Um, so that's my opinion on the prompt. And then I didn't hear much of the first conversation you were having with the other gentleman regarding Donald Trump, so I have no comment on it because I don't have the full context. But
Basically, it was the accusations of him being a sexual predator, basically that type of stuff, and how he was found guilty in a civil court, basically, or liable in a civil court. Basically, that was what he mentioned about it. But yeah,
yeah, I think being found liable isn't necessarily the same as like actually getting slapped with like being convicted of the felony counts and everybody going around saying, "Oh, he's a felon, he's a felon." Well, no, he was found. Oh, what was it? Criminally, not criminally liable. I don't want to misquote because I honestly haven't looked into it a lot. Um, he wasn't convicted.
It
So,
was liable.
yeah, he was not
Weird.
liable. I know
He
that
was
much.
found civilly liable for
That
defaming
one, not
her,
criminally. Thank
but
you.
no,
Yeah.
but just really quick, there's a caveat to this as well, because in the document, if you look it up, the jury did not find him civilly liable for sexual assault. Only the judge gave his opinion on that. The judge giving an opinion on that, not from the bench, is not something that is held within law. So he went on social media and said, "Oh, in my opinion, he was civilly liable for sexual assault." But when you look at the actual document, they click the box that says civilly not liable for sexual assault
Okay.
directly.
So, real
So I
quick,
want to clarify
one more thing on that, Radical, because he was found guilty, but it was through because they couldn't all come to the same agreement on what he was liable for. The judge made an alter and said, if you find him guilty of any three, then it applies to all three. So they were able to rule on one count. And that one count essentially was for any three of the things, and they've lumped them all together. It would be like if you got in trouble for driving recklessly, speeding, and running a stop sign, and then the judge says,
I know
if
what
you-
it's called.
yeah. It's never been used before, and then
Actually,
this case.
well, to be clear, it's a common thing within civil courts. So you can hold to like a conspiracy level event. So like if multiple different crimes are committed within one event, then it would be, you could hold it under the civil conspiracy statute. And so under that particular statute, it would apply that if you're guilty for one, you can be guilty for the rest.
Right, but this wasn't a conspiracy. This was, it was a different count. Like,
yeah, I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is this: is that
we're getting off topic. I apologize, Radical.
Well, I'm just,
No, you're good.
We're
I'm
low
just
key getting
getting.
off topic.
My
No,
bad.
I do appreciate you guys the further explanation because again, like I haven't really looked into it, and that that's on me. I just haven't, I guess, cared to, if that makes sense. But in response to Radical, I kind of agree, but also disagree. Keeping somebody's name private during a criminal court case, just because of the public information. I do think public information regarding criminal trials exists for a very good reason. However, the flip side, I understand protecting somebody's privacy until they're found, undisputably guilty of a crime, so that they're not having their life completely torn apart. So that's kind of like a love-hate relationship with that one. But that's all I got to say.
does anyone
Alright.
actually believe the top thing? Believe all women?
Wait,
Just
wait,
in the
hold
court?
on.
Well,
It's my turn.
Alright.
Wait, I was up before.
Let me.
The mermaid,
It's my turn, bro.
Well, actually, okay. We'll let Mermaid go, and then we'll let you go afterwards.
All right, ladies
Yeah.
first, Mermaid. Go ahead, buddy. Our
Thank
friend.
thank
He's
you.
about to leave anyway, so don't worry. But yeah.
Okay, so I do want to touch on the first one here. The only reason the first prompt is up here is because of feminism. I would say that feminism has ruined society. You know, women do falsely accuse men. Women rape men. Women think that they have this special privilege to murder their children. You know, they also you know, feminism is a big role in why society is the way it is now, because it stopped the nuclear family. You know, women are more, you know, there's more single mothers now, which is leading to the to how terrible society is. Statistically, the nuclear family has benefits to not only the couples involved, but the children. And I think that we should definitely try to stop feminism and try to understand that women do belong in the kitchen. So that's my my thoughts here.
Wow.
All
Very
right.
informative.
Anybody gonna respond to that, and then we're gonna get to the
Wait.
next guy.
Wait,
Yeah,
I would,
based.
wait, I'll just use my option of like the next guy to respond to that. So you kind of inserted the claim that like unaliving the
Actually,
children.
I was next, but you can respond to her.
Okay, peak. So you kind of inserted the claim that like unaliving your child would be like objectively immoral. So like, where would you apply moral worth in this factor? Like, what is the contingency for moral worth upon a fetus? Nice.
Wait, who's talking to who? Sorry.
I'm talking to you. So you like objectively inserted the fact that like unaliving someone, like the mother unaliving her child, which I would just infer that you're talking about abortion.
Yeah.
So you're objectively inserting the fact that this is unethical and immoral. So what is the
Yeah.
contingency upon moral worth being applied to a fetus?
Yeah, so I would say that all human beings have worth at the moment of conception due to the fact that we're all image bearers of God.
Yeah, so if you're going to insert that objective claim, then I'm going to need like an argument, typically like a syllogism for like divine creation, because you're inserting an
Bro,
objective
chill
moral.
out, dude.
Wait,
What?
no, I'm just
Are
saying,
you
wait.
pro-choice right now?
If you hold on,
Yeah, I
Mermaid,
am
because
pro-choice.
I don't mind getting in this conversation. I would just go with the cosmological evidence. The premise being that the cause is creation and the effect is us, right? Like there has to be a cause. That we believe in a creator that's outside of time, space, and matter. We don't believe in a pantheistic God that is in everything. And the theology would be based on the fact that general relativity says that everything has a cause,
Wait, I
and
can
the
just
effect is
equate.
us.
Wait, so are you just pre-assuming that the cause has to be God? I haven't really heard the argument for God. You're just saying it has to have a cause, and then you're just jumping to
Yeah,
a conclusion.
yeah. I would be. Well, you asked for my syllogism, so I told you. And so, if you want me to go down in detail with general
Well,
relativity or
typically,
the
like,
second law of fusion, or where do
yeah,
you want to go?
typically, like syllogism would include like in premise 1, 2, and 3, like why God would be rational and why God would be like the option.
Because you have to have time, space, and matter coming into existence, and it happens, and it shows it through the Bible by saying, "In the beginning, which is time, God created the heavens, which is space, and the earth, which is matter."
Wait, so
And
you're
those
just
three
inserting
came
the
into
claim
existence.
that because the Bible says that it came into existence and it just
No,
happened to
no.
equate
You
it.
asked.
Well,
You
to
asked
be honest,
how I got
I
to
would.
that. You asked how I got to that claim. I told you general relativity, and what Einstein proved that you have to have an existence, and being that our energy is continually draining, it means that it had a starting point.
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
believe in
you're
the
just
Do you
jumping.
believe in the Big Do you believe in the Big Bang Theory?
Not necessarily.
Okay, how do you believe that creation came to be if you
Wait,
don't
I don't
believe in the
have to
Big Bang
have.
Theory?
Wait, this is just burden shifting. I don't have to have like an obvious theory for why the universe is created.
Okay, so then you just don't believe in the science, and that's why you're saying there's no God. And so that's
Wait, wait,
okay.
wait.
You could just say that
Wait,
you don't
wait,
believe
wait,
in
wait, wait, wait.
science. That's okay.
So wait, this is just a huge burden shift because your burden to me
It's
is
a
to prove.
burden shift because
Wait,
we're
are you
not
just?
having a debate,
It's
bro.
kind of
You're no,
weird.
no, no. We're not
It's
having
kind
a
of.
debate. We're
Wait, then why
literally
would you
asking
include syllogism then?
because you asked
Wait,
for it. I
obviously
gave
that's a
it to
debate
you.
dialogue.
You asked for
Wait,
it, and then I
syllogism is
gave it to
debate
you,
formal
and then
dialogue.
you
Okay.
rejected science, and so I can't
Wait, I
deal
didn't reject
with
science.
someone that
Wait,
doesn't
I'm
have
literally a
even a
theist.
single brain cell. Well,
Wait,
then
I'm
how are
literally
you how are you
because you're arguing for divine creation. She argued for obviously like God is we're the image of God, so she applies moral worth. So your burden to me would be prove divine creation is even a thing, and then
are
you would
you
have to prove why
pantheistic
God is
then?
the more. Huh?
Jaden, are you pantheistic or are you theistic?
Yeah, I'm more like just holding the non-burden here. So like I don't have to prove anything. Do you know how
Okay,
dialect
great.
is intellected?
Then if you're not able to have dialogue and we aren't able to have a
Wait, do you
conversation,
know
then
the laws
just
of
sit and
dialects? Because you're like inserting them.
just sit and wait your
Okay, wait.
turn
So you're
so that
just
I can
burden
answer
shifting
the
to
prompt.
me. Wait, you're just burden
You're just
shifting to me.
you're
Wait,
just
you
mad
literally
because you
said
don't
you'd
agree with
engage in
general
this.
relativity, bro.
I agree in general relativity, but you're just jumping to the
Okay, then
pre-conclusion that it has to be God. You're not inserting the
I
argument for why it is logically God. You're just saying, well, if
I
general
said it's
relativity.
logically God because of the second law of fusion, right?
Okay, great. What's the second law of fusion? Go
You
ahead, give me a
have
semantic
you have
reduction.
bro, I'm ready to answer the prompt. Is that okay, host?
Okay, yeah, W concession. Good job.
Oh, sorry, I'm back. Well, I mean, he was supposed to respond to what Mermaid said, and then Jaden.
Yeah, well,
you
I
responded.
was trying to respond for what Mermaid said, and then Zach decided he was going to take up her dialogue, and then instead of taking up her dialogue, he shifted the burden to me, and then just went on just assumption that God is just related to like general
That's all right.
relativity.
That's all right. You
And then
can.
he
God's
didn't prove
related to
that.
everything and relevant
That's
in every conversation, so.
well. That's all right. You can respond to that after. Right. I do kind of want to hear his opinion to the prompt, and then you'll get your chance.
Yeah,
So
I
what do
think it's really I think it's really dangerous to think that you can believe all of anyone, man, woman, anything. Like I think that it's incredibly harmful to set that kind of like atmosphere. I think culturally and societally it would collapse. I've got a friend that, he was claimed to be a graper while he was literally working on a fishing boat in Alaska, like for 8 months, and came back to the state. And 4 months prior, he was happening to go through civil court because a girl said that he did that while he was literally on a ship in Alaska. And so there's things like this that are incredibly dangerous. And again, it all it does is it puts the burden on him, who then has to prove all of this when in reality, I mean, I don't know. I just think it's dangerous. I think that what Mermaid said as well, when it comes to feminism, I think it's incredibly dangerous to set the precedence that the best thing that a woman can be is a man. I think that they have incredibly great nurturing skills as a whole. And then at the same time, I think that you can see the results of Fatherless Home at fatherlessness.org. Unaliving rates go completely high. So do homelessness, so does dropouts, so does runaways. Like there's a lot of things that tie into a fatherless home. And so I think the premise that she set there was correct.
Well, before you guys respond to that, I should probably, if it isn't any more obvious, the prompt. Despite the word being all, it's not an absolute claim, obviously. Believe all women just refers to the Me Too movement, basically free is what I'm referring to when I say that. But you guys can go ahead. You can respond to what he said. Anybody.
I don't have any contentions with what he said, but I do have a question for Jaden. Jaden, did you say that the reason you don't believe in God is because you haven't seen any evidence or something?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking for like objective evidence for. Well, obviously I would entail that I'm a theist, but if we're gonna insert like objective morality into religion, I would just kind of need the argument for why divine creation exists, and because that's just like typical dialogue.
So, what do you take evidence to be?
Sure, like an objective fact that's like observable.
Oh, observable. What do you take observable mean? Like, are you saying that you use your senses and reasoning for this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll concede the definition.
Okay, cool. So do you think that your senses and reasoning has ever failed you?
I mean, I guess probably not. I mean,
So like
what
you
would this entail? Can you substantiate?
Yeah, so I can give an example. So like let's say you're really tired and you're walking down the road and you think you see like a shadowy figure, right? And then you look again and it's not there.
Well, that's why I kind of
Um
like intercepted and said like objective measure.
well like I mean in that case would you say that like your senses are failing you at that moment?
I mean, sure, but that's why I inserted objective measure to where like it's like if a mailbox is in front of me, I can't look in front of me and be like, oh wow, that's not a mailbox.
No,
Unless I'm just being
that's not
irrational.
no, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, I know what you're
saying
saying,
that
but I'm saying what I'm saying is objective measurement.
okay, what is objective
I
measurement?
feel like, do you want a semantic reduction? I feel like I just gave a like hypothetical that would further explain it.
Well, I mean, but like, I feel like you're not answering my question.
Okay,
I think
sure.
you're
Do you
just
know what
like
like objective
pivoting.
means?
Yeah, so I would say that objective is not mind dependent.
Yeah. So like I would need like an objective measurement that like I could further see with my senses. So like something that's like, okay, if I look at that, it's obviously like a mailbox. Or like some sort of
Mm-hmm.
measurement that like we can obviously entail that would be fact. Like if you said the grass is green, I should be able to walk outside and see that the grass is green.
Okay, so what is a fact?
A fact, a true statement.
Okay, what is truth?
What is truth? Are you asking for my theory of truth?
No, I just want to know your definition of what truth is.
Yeah, something in nature that's just like, huh. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and adhere to what your semantic is.
Okay, so I would say that, well, you wouldn't though, because I would say God is truth.
So,
Hello?
yeah, hold on. I was just looking up the definition of truth so we don't have to go like some semantic rabbit hole. Hold on.
Okay.
The definition of truth would just be in accordance to fact and reality.
Okay, and what is reality?
What is reality? Oh my God. Why are we going down the semantic rabbit hole?
No, trust me, it's going somewhere. It's okay, Tay. I need to go to bed soon too.
The reality would just be the state of everything existing.
Okay, and what do you take like how do you think that we're existing right now?
Wow. I mean, I feel like that's just a loaded question. I think we just are.
So
By
you
mere
just
coincidence.
so you just don't believe in anything. You just you just think we appeared one day?
I could appear to a higher cause, but I don't know
What do
this
you mean
cause may
by
be.
gods?
By cause, just some sort of cause that like universally created reality.
Which is?
Well, I don't have to substantiate what that is. Just I appear to
So
something.
you just so you're like what a deist?
This could be atheist, deist, sure.
Well, I mean no, because those are two separate things.
I mean, they both just believe in like the universe is created. It doesn't really matter how.
Well, I think it does matter.
Sir, I'm agnostic.
Okay, so you just have no knowledge of what's like creation or?
Yeah, I mean, are you entailing that you do have knowledge of creation?
Oh yeah, no, I do. Mm-hmm.
Okay, what would this knowledge be?
Well, you're just burden shifting to my view.
Wait, no, you just made a positive claim against.
No,
my
you
negative
just
claim.
you asked a clarifying question.
Okay, sure. So like what is the question here now?
Yeah, so I'm asking you back to my original hypothetical is I'm asking you if your senses and reasoning could always be correct.
Well, obviously not.
Okay, so then why should I listen to you if you gave up on all knowledge of anything and that you could be wrong about something?
Well, obviously the Christian God to be like objective, right? Objective, moral.
No, you're
divine.
in general. The generalization here is that you just gave up on all knowledge and you don't know what truth is. So why should I
That's
listen
not
to
true.
you?
Wait, I didn't concede that at all. I just said my senses could possibly fail me. But in your proposed hypothetical. So if I'm in a
Right,
coherent
right.
state
So
where
if
my
that's
senses might
the
fail me,
case, yeah, Jaden, if that's the
wait,
case
how
that
does
your
this equate to
sensors and
truth value?
reasoning could fail you,
Yeah,
then
in
you
a
should be
possible
looking
circumstance.
to something else in order to
Wait,
substantiate that you know what truth
yeah,
is.
this is why I said objective measurement.
Yeah, and
Yo,
what is that
Vamp, by the
again?
way, so like this lady's like trying to give me a semantic rabbit hole on like why God exists by internally
Just a strong
dehumanized
man
it.
entirely.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, brother, he had to get one of his boyfriends to come up
No,
here and
this guy's
save
like
him.
I
That's
said
actually
one
crazy.
atheist.
thing, bro. What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
because
white knight. I saw you
well,
share the
okay,
live, Jaden.
yeah,
That's
I did share the live too.
imagine.
So like let's just go. So let's just say I even suppose a semantic rabbit hole that you're trying to go down to figure out like my truth value, even though you didn't ask my theory
You
of truth.
literally don't know how anything existed. Why should anybody
Wait,
believe anything you say?
wait, how do you know how existence existed?
You're just
You're
that's just a
using
burden. That's a pivot and a burden shift.
Wait,
So
no, you made a statement. You didn't ask a question. You made a positive statement against me.
I was literally
Wait, no, you made the
steel manning what
positive.
you were just
You made a
saying.
positive statement that I don't know anything. You're not
You
steel
literally
manning what I'm saying.
agreed that you could be wrong
Wait,
about
so
about
that
your
just
senses and
because
reasoning.
wait, you agreed that you could be wrong about your senses of reasoning. The
I never
hypothetical you
when did
proposed can
I
still
wait,
involve
when did
me.
I say yeah, so here's the thing. If I can be wrong about everything I know, which is not correct,
Okay, so
I know no, listen. If that were the case, I would just go to what God says. And God is all powerful, all knowing,
but
and
you haven't
He is
substantiated
truth.
that. You're just jumping to the conclusion that because your rational senses might be able to fail you, then like God obviously
Yeah,
has to
so
exist.
because it says that it says in the
Wait, are you
Bible,
using
which
the
is
Bible
God
to
breathed.
substantiate the Bible?
Why are you
What do you do?
crashing
Wait,
out?
I'm not
Wait, why are
crashing
you
out. Wait, you just
why are
use
you
the
crashing
Bible.
out? You're
You
asking
just
me a
use the
question. I'm
Bible to
trying to
substantiate the Bible. That's
This
obviously
guy is like
circular.
actually insane. I'm trying to
Wait, that's
substantiate what
obviously
I'm saying.
circular.
Okay.
How is that not circular that you just use the Bible to substantiate God?
So, are you going to let me speak or are
Are you
you
going
going
to
to just
substantiate? Wait,
talk
that's
over?
obviously
That's
circular. I'm not just
insane.
going to let you insert some circular claim. I'm just going to reject that claim. You just use the Bible to
Yeah,
substantiate
why do I care about what you say? You don't know how
Wait, because
anything
you're gonna like give me
anything came to
semantic
be.
reductions.
You
You're
don't know
gonna
what truth is. You try to burden shift. You don't know
wait. You just burden
you know your
shifted.
senses and reasoning is wrong. So why should I
Wait,
believe
I
anything
said
you're
it
saying
could
right now?
possibly fail me. I didn't say it's objectively wrong. Where was that statement? Please provide the argument for that, because now you're
So
saying
you think do you
you
think
just
that
said
morals are subjective?
obviously not. I think
Wait,
certain morals
what?
can be objective.
Like what?
Like, so we can infer that like if some moral is like objectively wrong or objectively right, or some moral has some truth value to where it's going to be true no matter like people's interpretation, then we can
But you don't
obviously
even know what
substantiate
truth
objective
is.
morals. I
You
already
literally
substantiated what truth is.
you were like whatever you think truth
Well, I
is.
just asked for your semantic reduction because I just would adhere to your semantic reduction because I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of definitions.
Well, if you're not going to do that, then you're just not here in good faith
But
right now.
then you ceased to provide a definition, so I just looked up the definition and gave it to you, and you conceded to it. So you conceded to the fact that
I did not. I said my definition comes
no,
from
you
God
said
because
yes.
God is
You
true.
said your wait. That's circular because your definition of truth adheres to God, and God is true because
And I
your
was
definition of
trying
truth.
to I was trying to
Wait, so your
get
internal
you to
argument is
understand, and you're
circular.
cutting me off and not letting me
Okay,
speak.
wait.
Like
So let's just
a little
start from the
baby.
beginning. Let's just start from the beginning. So if your definition of truth is God, and God is your definition of truth, can you propose to
You're
me how that's
literally
not
not even
circular?
answering how morals are objective
Wait, I
and
just said
subjective
okay,
at the same
okay.
time.
Wait, okay. So I said we can have some external value of subjective morals because we have people's opinions, but if we can also agree that there's some truth value to a moral being objectively true or objectively false.
Could you name an example? Yeah, could
Yeah,
you
like
name an
like
example of
Smurder
an
is wrong.
objective truth?
Like Smurder is wrong.
Oh, really? But aren't you for abortion?
Yeah.
No, he's against abortion.
Wait.
In all
I'm arguing pro-choicer.
circumstances?
Oh,
Wait, are you for abortion in all or are you against abortion in all circumstances?
No, I'm for abortion in all circumstances because
Oh,
Smurder.
see. Oh, wow.
Wait.
Oh,
You
that's
know what the
interesting.
definition of what's the definition of Smurder?
Wait, why are you asking me
Okay, because obviously
when I'm asking
Smurder
you
would entail
about
the
abortion?
unjust killing. So if it is the unjust killing, then I would just entail that abortion isn't the unjust killing. That would be my argument.
Okay, go ahead and provide why it's not unjust.
Yeah, because the morals would like outweigh each other. Obviously, the fetus has never rights.
What?
Okay, yeah. So I don't grant a fetus moral worth. The mother's moral rights of natural right would just overweigh the fetus's moral worth.
And why would that be?
Why would that be? Because I don't grant a fetus moral worth. What? I grant moral
Okay,
worth to
why?
sentience.
Sentience?
Yeah.
Okay, and when does that start?
I would just say sentience outside the womb when you're actually able to experience something. This would be morally
Wait, did you
relevant.
say outside the womb? So you're okay with
No,
killing children outside the womb as well?
What?
Wait, I said sentience starts like the second you exit the womb. That's when subjective experience starts.
Okay, so then we can kill children right outside the womb, newborn
What are you
babies.
ta-
Wait, that's
what are you
not even an
talking
argument I
about?
made. I said outside the womb. Like once you're birthed, that's when subjective experience starts. Are you refuting that claim?
I'm asking you a question. You said that you don't give the fetus moral worth because of sentience, and then you said, yeah, that starts outside the womb. Am I
Yeah.
strawmanning that in any way?
Yeah, you're misconstruing it. You're saying so you can just unalive it outside the womb, which is obviously
You
not what I said.
literally, okay, so can you define what sentience is and when does it start?
Yeah, so sentience would be like the subjective experience to feel pain, harm, or just any other experience that would entail.
Okay, so then you just said that a child outside the womb would not have this, right?
Wait, no, I didn't. I said like the second you are born is when
Okay,
subjective
at what
experience starts.
time inside the
second
womb?
you
Yeah, at
the
what
second you are
moment?
born is when subjective experience starts. Are you
No,
refuting that?
sentience.
Yes, that's obviously I just concluded that the
Okay,
same
so
thing.
then if it's right outside of the womb, you're saying that we could kill them outside the womb. What do
No,
you
I'm not. I'm
hello?
saying sentience would start right outside the womb. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so you're saying that you would give the child moral worth right outside the womb.
Yeah, when it's born is when moral worth is granted. So
Okay,
what
so
I would
you're
entail-
pro-abortion all 9 months, and then
Yes.
if the child was like, okay, so if the child was semi out the womb, then you could just kill the
Obviously, I
child.
would just give a moral exception because the child is being birthed and this is a natural process. That
Well,
cannot
you're
be
just special pleading also.
That's not
by the
special
way.
pleading.
How's that special pleading? Can you like
Yeah,
ground
because
that claim?
you're just saying that you're just pleading to location.
No, it's not. I'm just saying
No.
if it's in the process of gaining sentience.
Dude, is this a 2v1 right now? Like what?
Well, is
Well,
it
he
Do
not
you
just
a
really
told- he
need
just
your
wanted-
boyfriend to come
That's
up for
why
you or
there's two
something?
sides, and the host is in the middle with their mic muted. Is because it's an open panel.
No,
Yeah, so-
literally, like this is
Dude, if
being,
you
Okay.
this is
want,
like real
if you
gay
want,
right now.
Radical can help you if you're like struggling.
I'm not struggling.
Okay,
All right, well
so
then
I
don't
would just say
complain
this
about a
isn't special
2v1. I've
pleading or
said two.
pleading.
Wait,
So
can,
okay,
wait,
so
Jaden,
then
how,
can you
wait,
explain
Jaden,
how
how
you're
many,
not special
wait,
pleading
Jaden,
to
how many things
pregnancy,
have I
to
said in the
location?
entirety? All right,
Like two
how
things.
many? Yeah,
Listen,
exactly.
this isn't pleading to location because I'm granting moral consideration based on the process of it gaining sentience in the current moment.
Okay, how would a newborn possibly be gaining sentience at the moment
Because
of
they
birth?
they were just subjected to a subjective experience.
Okay, and what is a subjective experience
Wait,
entail?
wait,
Already
hang on,
entailed
hang on, really
sentience would
quick.
just be the experience to physical harm. You
Hang
know,
on,
like
but that doesn't
the
entail. Hang on,
memories.
but you're not explaining about what about birth actually establishes the fact that they would, gain this ability all of a sudden. Like, what about birth
Wait, I think we just entail this from
specifically?
basic biology. Do I have to give you a semantic reduction on how they're
Hang
gaining
on,
sentience?
hang on. You're just saying it's basic biology,
Well, yeah,
right? I'm
this is the
asking you to
product of like
explain this.
natural.
It's like really remedial,
Well,
right?
yeah, this
So
is
like
just a
when the
product
question is
of like
asked, hang on,
sedating
really
chemicals
quick. So
from the
when the question,
womb.
listen, he doesn't need a dick writer, okay? I'm talking to him. So
Right?
just really quick.
Did right?
So when the question is asked, right, and she asked a very clear question. What about birth establishes the fact
Wait,
that
who
they
modded me?
all of a
That's
sudden
weird.
gain? I need you to stop talking. That's what I need you to do. Stop being a fucking cheerleader in the background. Shut your fucking pie hole for 2 seconds and let me fucking
Okay.
get what I'm saying
So,
out.
so sentience
The
is
question is
a
very
gain.
clear.
Where the stages
Holy
of sentience
shit.
are gained
Holy
because
shit,
you're
bro.
born.
These
When you're
fucking
born,
I don't
when you
understand.
when you become undependent on the mother, your sensory units activate.
Oh,
You're
can you
able to
let him
experience.
speak? Holy
Okay.
cow, dude.
Hold
You
on.
just gonna keep muting me because Mermaid can't form an argument because
No,
Mermaid's
Hold
only
on.
what?
argument.
Hang
I've
on,
been
hang
baking you
on.
this entire time that
Who
you
have
haven't
you
Yeah,
let
you're
me
baked?
entirely
Really
express
quick,
mine.
Hello,
really
hello.
quick.
Host is
Just
talking.
because sensories, just because sensory
Wait,
information is being released through the detachment of the mother, does not establish that these things are actually active and means that they are in fact working.
Wait, it literally does.
Something can be anatomically present. Hang on, shut your fucking pie hole.
Wait, who the fuck?
I don't understand.
Who the
You
fuck
have
is
some
you?
sort of impulse
Wait,
control.
Spam
Impulse
mute
control?
when you're losing a debate.
What is your fucking issue?
Spam
You
mute when you're
can't
losing a
claim
debate.
someone is losing when you constantly interrupt.
Wait, we can't
like you
interject?
women.
Wait, I'm not
It's
No,
gonna be
interrupting.
how
You're
about
literally
hold
interrupting
on,
how
right
about
now.
you take your tiny dick and stick it in between your legs?
Whoa,
Yo,
holy
stop
ad
with the
hominem.
personal
Alright, hold
attacks.
on.
Holy ad hominem.
Yeah, so
Holy
you
ad
cannot
hominem.
Yeah,
constantly
stop
interrupt
with the
somebody
personal
and then
attacks.
be
Alright, hold on,
fucking
alright.
bitching that someone is fucking talking.
Alright, so I think Mermaid was asking the question and Stitch was giving the question on her behalf. So let him ask the question again and then you can respond. So
Well, can you
ask.
tell
Well,
the
it's not
host to
even a
stop, like,
question
I
at
mean, can
this
you tell the
point.
mod
What
to
I'm
stop
trying
mod
to point
abusing?
out,
Alright,
what I'm
but
trying to
don't
point out, it's very clear. Hang on, can you guys just shut the fuck up? Holy
You
shit!
see what, bro? What
You
is with
guys
the
want to sit
personal
up here?
attacks?
Shut up, bro. He
let
doesn't
him
need a
What is with
fucking cheerleader. He
wait,
does
let
not
him
need a
let him
fucking
ask the
cheerleader. Shut
question.
your fucking mouth.
Let him ask the question, then you can respond to it. Alright, go ahead, Stitch.
Okay, so just really quick, and it's not even about the question anymore because he answered the question. He said that when it comes outside the womb, there's a detachment that occurs that allows for the fetus for the nerve endings to connect in order for it to maintain its own stimuli. That is the answer that he gave in a roundabout way. Okay, first of all, that is false. I just
Wait, no, I
want to
just said
clarify
sensory
that. That
awareness
is
starts.
incorrect. Hang on, that is anatomically incorrect.
Wait,
But
wait,
just
how is that
but just
anatomically
bro,
incorrect?
holy shit, shut your mouth.
Wait, that's not anatomically incorrect though. Sensory
Yo,
awareness
stop with
starts
that
after the
Listen,
womb.
shut up. Sensory connectors are connected as
Yeah, they
early
aren't
as
connected.
12
Sensory
weeks.
awareness starts. Can you listen to my
Oh
argument
my
instead of just
god, yes,
repeating ad
but you
homes?
base this information based on the sensory connectors being
No, I
connected,
didn't.
which is connected as early as 12
No, I
fucking
didn't base it on
weeks.
being connected. When did you
Bro,
ground this? I
holy
just said
shit,
they're
bro.
awakened.
Holy shit,
Alright,
bro.
wait,
I
I
just
have
said they're
Shut your
a
awakened.
fucking mouth. Shut up.
I
Shut
just
up.
said they're
Shut up.
awakened. How
I
about you
don't
shut
care.
up?
Shut your
You don't
fucking
even
mouth.
understand my argument.
Shut
You're
up,
attacking
bro.
the
wait,
premise I
hold
didn't
on, wait,
state.
hold on. I
Bro,
think
this Jalen person, every fucking panel he goes to, all he knows how to do is fucking interrupt. Shut your fucking mouth.
Wait, I know how to interrupt. You've literally
You
been
don't.
interrupting me
You
the
can't
entire time.
debate. You can't
I
fucking
can't debate. I just said
You
eternal
cannot. You
awareness.
absolutely cannot debate. I've seen you
Okay, I
on
can't
fucking panels. You
debate.
do the
Okay,
same
yeah.
thing
So
on
what do
every
you ground
fucking
moral worth
panel.
in then?
You share
What
it
do
out
you?
to this fucking bozo, right? And all y'all do is like to
Wait,
fucking
mermaid. Why are you
interrupt. I don't
laughing? Your
understand.
entire argument was grounded in truth
Maintain your
value without a
impulse.
theory.
Maintain your impulse. You need
Wait,
some
maintain.
like Estradal or something to
Maintain your
like
bitch,
make
dude.
yourself
Who is this
fucking
fucking
alright,
heavy.
alright,
transgender?
alright.
Go
This
take
is
some
getting a
fucking
little
Yeah,
bit
why is this
Estradal.
fucking
alright,
transgender talking
guys.
right now?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
guys.
Who's the fucking transgender bitch?
Okay,
You.
You
okay,
sound
Who's the
like a fucking
transgender?
dude.
alright. I think
Yeah,
it's
host,
gifted
muscle
that.
up your tranny,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. So here's the problem with his
Ah,
arguments.
true.
Right? I'm just gonna talk over them.
Yeah, you're just gonna
The
talk
problem
over
with
me?
their arguments is that they believe that just because something is anatomically
Oh,
present, that therefore it means that it's anatomically working. That doesn't make any fucking
Wait,
logical
sensory
sense.
awareness literally
Something
starts
can
as
be
quoted by the
something can be
NIH at birth.
anatomically there. It doesn't mean that there's any sort
Are
of
you
responses or
refuting the
stimuli to that
NIH?
sort of the
Wait,
anatomical structure.
Why
For
are you
example, in early
Why are
stages
you
of
smarter than
pregnancy,
NIH?
you have certain
Muzzle
brain
up, you fucking
developments
hold
that
dog.
occur
on,
at
hold
24
on.
weeks, such
Oh
as
my
the frontal
fucking god, you can't even
cortex
talk.
or the medulla. The medulla and the
These aren't
frontal
being sensory
cortex are actually
activated.
not presently
These
working
aren't
as
being
early as 24
activated.
weeks.
These
And
aren't
we
being
know this because they
activated.
don't have the sense of rationality as they do as, like, for
stop
example, a
monologuing,
3-year-old
bro.
or
Yeah,
a
like what the
One
4-year-old.
at a time.
So
This
unless
fucking
they want to sit
transgender is
here
just
and
speaking
give
up,
the
bro.
argument as to
I'm not
how
gonna sit here and be
anatomical
bad.
Let
structure
me
Just
is
straight bad
present
faith.
equals some sort of anatomical ability or stimuli, I would love to hear the argument. Other than he's just special pleading to begin with, because initially he said, well, no, it's just because that's when it begins. That doesn't explain why it is. Okay. You providing a circular fallacy does not provide why it begins at that certain point in time.
Oops, wrong person.
Yo, host, you couldn't have picked a fucking better mod, dude. Seriously.
Oh,
He's not my
brother.
mod, but
No, I'm talking about Mermaid, who keeps kicking us instead of telling
Yeah,
this guy to
because you
stop
guys aren't
monologuing.
willing to have a good faith dialogue. You keep
Oh yeah,
every
you
time
just
you're
get to the
every time
sidebar,
you're
right?
you're getting rebutted.
Oh,
You're
yeah, you
just
just get to
talking
decide
Okay, I
that,
think we
right?
over.
should. I think we
See?
should do just
Exactly.
timers. I think we should just do timers.
Well,
And
yeah,
They don't need timers. What they need to
well,
do is again
okay,
tuck their
so,
penis in
you
between
see
their
what I mean,
legs
bro? You don't let
and
anybody
learn that
talk
when
to
another
Shotzi.
man is speaking, they shut the hole below their nose. That's what they
Yo,
need to
can
be
you let
taught. Because
anybody else
clearly they
talk,
were
dude?
raised in a barn.
Yo, can you let anybody else talk?
okay,
Yeah,
who
go
was-
ahead and speak. Since you want to speak so much, can
Okay,
you
so
rebuttal
if I'm
what I
gonna get
said?
muted every time I try and interject, then obviously I'm
Because
just
you're
gonna. You see what I
interrupting
mean?
me. Because you're
I thought you had an
interrupting
issue
me.
with
you
talking
can.
over
That's why you're
All
people.
getting
right,
muted.
I
fine.
thought you had an issue talking over
All
people.
right, fine. You can.
No, I don't. Because
What's your
clearly you
argument?
don't.
What's your argument
You
against what
guys
we
are
were
just
just
gonna,
saying?
yeah, you guys just keep resorting to fucking ad hominems. You guys are fucking shit.
Okay.
Like,
Just
you see these two troons on the
Stop
left?
being a
Yo,
puss and just give your argument. What is your
host, I
argument
respect
against
you,
the
bro, but you
background?
need better fucking
What's your
mods.
argument against the background? Go ahead.
You need a better fucking mod.
well, I think
What's
the
your
background
argument
is.
against? Stop
I
bitching. What is your
tried to argue
argument
and you
against
just
the
kept
background?
monologuing, you fucking
What
faggot.
is your argument against the background?
Okay. You kind of said the R slur. Okay. It was going really civil, and then all of that happened. I don't know, but
Yeah,
Because they
that's
were
what they
trying to gang
do.
up on Mermaid, and then when I piped up, then they want to be like, "Oh no, you can't interrupt. You can't sit." No, we're not doing that. You came up here, you decided to team tag, interrupting every 2 seconds, and then when I try and get my point across, then you have a problem. No, grow some fucking balls and maintain your composure when another man is speaking. How about that?
Yeah, I agree. W Stitch. Yeah, that was crazy. They were getting baked, so he had to call in for backup. And then he wouldn't even let me finish speaking like a single freaking sentence.
that was very interesting. I mean, if they could simmer down, they're more than welcome to join another time, but I don't think they can. But that was weird. I know it's not really related to the prompt, but I've never heard anybody say that sentience begins as like at birth.
Right? What, dude? Oh my goodness. That would
So
mean
then-
that like partial birth, they would be for partial birth abortion.
I was about to say that, like, in the process of giving birth is not the same as being born, but that's it's neither there nor here. So Kyla, I haven't seen you in a while. What do you think about the prompt? How are you doing when you think about the prompt?
I mean, obviously, I don't agree that we should believe all women. I think innocent until proven guilty.
Well, the believe all women is really related kind of to like the Me Too movement, like the principle, but basically, the gist of that stuff. So,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I'm big on, like, I'm an anti-feminist, so obviously there's motivating reasons for me to not want to believe all women when it comes to everything, considering what they're incentivized to do.
Hey, yeah. Hey, wait a minute. We're Mermaid.
Yeah.
Aren't you like breaking that rule? Shouldn't you be elsewhere?
Wait, what rule?
What
There's a
rule?
rule?
Yeah, you said what, they belong in the kitchen. Wait a minute, aren't?
Well,
Bro.
yeah, I'm also in the kitchen. don't
Yeah,
get me
until
wrong.
I'm in bed. I'm literally in bed right now.
I'm just teasing. Is it biblical
I
for
know.
Mermaid to play Call of Duty? I'm just kidding.
I'm
But
playing Call of Duty right now. That's so
really?
funny.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's
Which one?
hilarious.
Oh, there you go. There you go, Protect.
Uh-oh.
I'm playing World War II though.
Oh, World War II. Oh, I do. I like that Call of Duty. Yeah.
W.
Well, the patriarchy is clearly not.
Dude, did you see that guy that was just up here's bio?
Yeah.
He says he's agnostic, atheist, part-time Christian.
I
What?
told
I
you
saw-
he
I
was
saw that.
trolling. Yeah.
There's
I
no
I was
way.
like, what? I was like,
That
this
does not
guy's
make
actually.
any sense.
He
I
probably
don't
would play devil's advocate, and his argumentation was awful. By the way, it was terrible. I would have asked the same questions you asked, Mermaid, like exactly to the T.
Well-
like I was asking every question because I like to practice when I listen to these things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's literally what I was like. What?
Well,
Yeah, I was trying to practice my presup argument too, because I've been trying to get more into arguing biblically, and I'm working on my like tag argument and stuff for transcendental, stuff. So I'm trying to get better. Honestly, when I first came on this app, I was horrible at debating. Ask Stitch, ask freaking Protect. I
Oh,
was not
don't
good.
worry, Mermaid. I'm still terrible at debating. I
Yeah, me
have
too.
no expectation out of anybody. I just like to learn more.
Well,
Yeah.
Rich Swan, I saw that in his profile. I am not a fan of
Yeah,
LARPing.
I told
Like,
you. I was like, what is
like
this guy
I don't
doing?
tolerate LARPers. Like, if you're just gonna lie about
Yeah,
your
no,
position,
exactly. Like
Yeah,
he
it's
could have
gross.
it could have been a good conversation if he was just somebody who's genuinely trying to figure out his own philosophy, or like not his own, but you know what I mean. Which one to
I was
adhere
trying to keep the
to?
Yeah.
conversation. The conversation was clearly between Jaden and Mermaid. I mean,
Yeah.
look. Even though
I
it's an
literally
open,
shared the live out to him like a little baby.
Yeah,
like, I don't think you
exactly.
understand. Like,
It's
open
okay
panel
though.
does not
They
mean.
think if they say a big word, they say meaningful thing.
Well, open panel does not mean everybody talks at the same time. Like, there's clearly social cues.
Yeah,
Of
read the room,
course. Yeah.
folks. Like, if I
100%.
share out a live, like I genuinely need help, I will have somebody else take over for me and I'll be quiet. It's really that simple.
Yeah, exactly. Usually I don't invite people, but definitely sometimes I'll let go because I'm like, there's no way I can do this. Like, this is way out of my knowledge. Far out of my knowledge. But just
right,
listening
guys.
helps a lot.
I'm gonna go to bed, but God bless everyone. I hope you have a good evening.
Yeah, better get in that kitchen. Better.
Bye.
All right, that was crazy. All right, anybody else
Honestly.
want to talk about the prompts? I was on the prompt. What were you gonna say, Mr. Radical?
I was gonna say everybody should follow this account. I'm trying to get the 50 followers, and go like my recent videos, bro, because I'm pissing off a lot of poor choices on here.
All right, I definitely gotta rewatch that. I gotta watch that. I was a little bit worried about going live today because I thought my phone was gonna run out of storage because it usually does that. But I did this prompt because I was in a live with, I think, Christ followed. I'm not sure if that was his name, Court, and a few other people, and they were talking about this. They were talking about like the Conor McGregor thing, from what I remember. Like, how is, like, they were talking about how is coercion defined and what constitutes as coercion. And there are things that I agreed with and I disagreed with what both sides had to say. Like, is it coercive for like a woman to say to her boyfriend, "Stop playing video games. I'm going to break up with you." Something like that. Kind of like,
Probably.
yeah. To each his own. But like, that's why I made this prompt, because I obviously feel for victims, obviously, but I also believe in this principle of innocent till proven guilty. So that's why I had this prompt.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Honestly, Project, you gave me an idea for a video tomorrow, and I think it's gonna do pretty well on the FYP.
Oh, what's it about? Is it about the prompt?
It is about the prompt, but it's gonna basically accuse most of these, because there was a recent report. I don't know if you guys saw it, that most of these women that are getting abortions are actually lying about getting SA. So it's actually estimated that a lot of the abortion rates are actually due to SA are actually lower than anticipated.
Well, that's not surprising at all. I think after Roe v. Wade was overturned, I think I saw.
I think Ash talked about it. I think that's where I got it from.
Yeah, I think I saw like an article that said, "Oh, abortions from rape increased like drastically." Like,
so I'm gonna make that video tomorrow and be like, "Should we really believe all women?" And I'm gonna tag at the end. At the beginning, it's gonna be a little hook, so I'm gonna say that men's names should be redacted in cases of rape, just to trigger all the feminists.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure that's true. I think that's already the case for the victims anyway, so I don't see why it shouldn't be for the accused. I think this is an interesting conversation. You don't really hear it that much on TikTok.
Yeah, because my last video, like, I mean, my metrics are pretty high right now, so like, I got like 51,000 views in the last 7 days.
Nice.
So, and it's like 1,000% increase from like last month.
Nice. I'll keep your identity hidden because they don't know who you are. um. All right. Anybody else have an opinion on the prompts? I really hope I can post this on YouTube because my phone has no storage. I'll be trying to go live more often. The only reason why I was live today is because I was off from work. That's why. Anybody else?
Mr. No Name seems a little mad at me for calling out his terrible debating skills.
Oh.
Terrible etiquette as well. Really
Wait,
bad
who?
debate etiquette.
Angie? Wait, who? Wait, who?
Oh, I was talking about the No Name guy.
Oh. Well, even though it's not really the live for this, the drama from everything, it's really getting annoying. It's like drama every other time. So Mermaid, obviously Mermaid had a live about that. She's not here anymore, but you know, the drama was crazy.
Oh, I don't keep up with that stuff. I try not to involve myself. Sometimes I do though.
Yeah. I only
But
bring it
I
up.
stay my distance.
I only mention it because it is a distraction from the cause.
I did hear about it though.
Yeah.
I'm one of my little live streamer group
Yeah.
chats.
It's a distraction from the cause, but I think it's kind of important because one, all those people basically.
Is it the abolitionist stuff?
Yeah, it's that. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard briefly. I really.
Wait,
was
what
just kinda like,
happened? I don't want to ask what happened because I know you guys don't want to really talk about it, but now I'm curious.
I mean, I don't mind talking about
I
it.
don't really know exactly. I think it was just like, was it abolitionists versus pro-lifers? Is that what it was?
Well, it's more complex than that. What
Okay,
happened.
okay. You can tell me. It's not like it's gonna involve us, but sure, yeah.
I mean, I'm probably gonna
gonna
end soon since somebody's gonna watch it. Might as well say it, but since it is kind of related to the cause we're fighting for, I'll mention it. So basically, what happened was, I believe, if I remember, it was True Joy. Was actually he was in this live. He had an account called True Black, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think he had like an AI picture of like a black person or something.
Was it the baby?
I don't remember. I think it was him as a black person, and then they got X person got mad. Then person made an AI generated image of the abolitionist like Scooter and Mermaid drinking bleach. Mermaid, if she's here tomorrow, I should have asked her when she was here, but she would know more about that. But that's basically what happened. It's on her channel. It's on her YouTube. It's on her TikTok.
You know what I'm sick of? Now that you're gonna end, I'll just say this. I'm really sick of the very emotional, irregulated pro-lifers on this app. Like, you guys have really ruined the community, and I hope you guys, like, for real, get a taste of your own medicine. They go around complaining about and bitching about everything, but you are the first ones to say to pro-choices, oh no, you guys need to calm down, or you need to get out of your feelings. What the fuck do you mean? You guys are always in your motherfucking feelings. They cry about every little bitching thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely see a lot of it. Not a lot of productive debating, that's for sure.
I try to keep it.
You know, a lot of you guys can't even fucking debate. Y'all want to go and lecture other people how to talk, how to behave. Y'all want to go and like tell them you can't. Like, most of you guys don't even fucking debate. You sit in your fucking little corners and then you kick off every fucking opposition that you have.
Yeah.
I try to keep it as fair as possible, but it kind of got out of hand there. But I try to keep it, you know. But this drama's kind of getting annoying because it just happens all the time.
It is annoying. It's unnecessary. Like, let's just be grown-ups. Oh my gosh.
I don't like anybody. Wait, Mermaid. Wait, did she just join? Oh, I thought she did. But if you notice, I really don't. A lot of people don't like me. Basically, everybody blocked me. Yeah, everybody doesn't like me. Some of the people who I panel, some people don't like that I have our friend on panel.
Hey, don't speak about me now.
My group's not really about the drama. That's why I like it over there. We were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah. And that's why I've been keeping a low profile. I've been keeping a low profile lately. The
Whatever.
last,
People
Dude,
are
are you serious?
ridiculous.
So
I've been
different?
there though. I've totally been there.
What the hell?
well, I have been going live,
Now you're waiting
but
on me, bro. That's crazy. I'm sorry. It's gonna be taking me a little longer.
all right. Anywho, his gibberating. I don't know what he's talking about. Talking to himself probably. But the lives I've been having. Right. They've just been what's it called? They've been reaction lives, like the Jubilee videos, which I'm gonna keep doing because they're a lot of people like them. So I'm gonna be doing more of those and some more citations that I'm going to be reading, like maternal mortality rates and stuff like that, in the abortion laws in all 50 states and stuff like that. So stay tuned
Definitely
for
a
that.
good
Yeah,
good idea.
because I think more educational lives would be nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's definitely for the future. So I think that's really it for this video, this live.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think the chaos is kind of scared everybody away, but until next time, guys, maybe live this weekend because I am off. So have a wonderful night. Nice seeing you, Kyla. Nice seeing you, Stitch. If you want to
Yep.
rewatch this debacle on YouTube, I'm gonna probably upload it. But so yeah.
Oh, okay. I need to get into the YouTube game.
Well, look, if you're gonna get into YouTube, now is the time because
No, I'm not gonna YouTube, but
but if anybody is out there, if you're gonna get into YouTube, now is the time because February 1st, if you want to like make it into a living, February 1st is where it gets like way, 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 way harder because the requirements to get monetized are like double. So
oh gosh.
instead of 4,000 watch hours, it's gonna be 8,000 watch hours. So stay look out for that. But
No problem.
yeah.
I'll see you later. Protect.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.